Hi, I'm Brian Cannone. Thank you again for visiting fitnessatlantic.com. In this video, we'd like to talk a little bit about photographers and media at shows, and which ones. I mean, here's a good way. I want to give you a tip on how to kind of take a look at these fitness photographers. So now you're in this, you're going to all these shows, you're a competitor at an advanced level, and you want to get into a magazine. A really good way to do this is just pick up one of every magazine. Go through it and see the photographers' names that have been published. And you can make yourself a master list. Then next to their names, write comments about which ones you think are your favorites. Who takes the best photos that you like. Take a look through there, and also take a look at which photographer is published the most. So this will help you. This is actually the exact way I got Morris Mendez into muscle and fitness. Took a look through, see which ones, who's a great guy, who's always been there, who's been around, who has a reputation. The other thing is, now that you have these names, you can take a look online. You can see where they're located, how do you find them, how do you get in touch with them, do they have a reputation, what's their other work look like. And when you go to shows, and you're a competitor yourself, and you could compete in a show and you come back out, you can go down to where the photographers are and you can ask for business cards. Or you can give them your business card. As soon as the show's over. You don't want to do it in the middle of the show. You can meet them there. You can see what they're doing with your photos. If they have interest in doing a photo shoot with you. When you do a photo shoot, we talked a little bit briefly on the photo releases. Very important. Before you go and shoot with somebody, you should ask to see the release first. Because if you set up a shoot and you're flying somewhere to meet somebody, and then you get there and you're reading this thing, well, you're probably just going to sign it anyway because you flew all the way there to meet this guy. If you're paying for a shoot and you scheduled the time, nobody wants a confrontation to be like, well, you're at a beach, you're in a bikini, and it's like, well, let me see that release again. Make sure you have this stuff looked at in advance so that it's all considered. And if there's something you're unhappy with, and you can go back and you can ask that photographer, do you mind changing this wording here? I'm not comfortable with this. It's a time to negotiate what's going on in that photo shoot. So now there's plenty of photographers out there. Some of them will take your pictures, and a lot of them will do it for free. And you want to consider, what are they going to do with those pictures? Is it worth doing that? Take a look at the release, see if they've been published. Many things to consider with setting yourself up to meet different photographers. But the number one thing is really taking a look. I thought that was a good idea on making your master list. Now, if you go to a show and you can look through and say, well, you're not on the list. I have every fitness magazine that's out and been published. When's the last time your work was published? Where are you? In the nicest way possible. You're able to kind of qualify people and see, who's the ones that you want to meet with, who does the style of photography that you like, where are these people, who are they, what are their backgrounds, have the information and learn about the photographers. Most of the time, the magazines work almost exclusively with certain people. And you'll see that over and over as the months go and you look through the magazines, you will see that there's certain people that are always in there. So those are ones you probably want to learn more about and where they're located. So that's really the tip of this one here is learning your photographers, getting to know them, and then setting up these scheduled shoots, owning your own pictures, understanding release forms, what the little things mean, the legalities of it, where the pictures are going to go. Okay, but that tip there was to make a master list. All right, so thank you. This is Brian Cannone for fitnessatlantic.com.